Great shopping options, lots of golf courses, tons of new development. In this video, we're talking about Madison County. What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Last. I'm a realtor, Keller Williams, right here in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Of course, on this channel, we're giving you information and showing you all around the Jackson, Mississippi area. If that's what you're looking for, make sure you get down there right below the like button, click that subscribe, and click the bell. That way you'll get notified because we've got a lot of new videos coming out. It's going to be doing all those things, giving you the information that you're looking for about the area, and you definitely don't want to miss those. And of course, if you are somebody who really is, maybe you're getting closer to, or you're seriously considering that move somewhere else or within to the Jackson metro area, make sure you go ahead and take that one step further. You got to reach out to us. People are doing it all the time. We love it. It's what we do this for us because we can't wait for you to reach out to us so we can help you. So give us a call, text us, email us, DM us. You can even break out your megaphone. If you watched any of the other videos, you already know by now, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do it, because we got your back moving here to the Jackson Metro. Now in this video, we're gonna get on the computer. I've got a lot of information to give you about Madison County. We're gonna break it down, show you where Madison County is, where all the cities within Madison County are, give you some facts about things to know about what's going on in Madison County, whether you're looking for a home there or not. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get on the computer, we're gonna pull it up, and we're gonna run through it all here, hopefully give you some great information. And if you do like what we're giving you, make sure you get down there and leave us a comment, let us know what you like. Let us know if you have other questions that we don't answer, and of course, hit that like button. So let's go get back there on the computer and let's get started. All right, everybody, I'm here on the map. We got Madison County pulled up. So you can see the location and the shape of Madison County. You can see the cities in there. We're gonna break down those a little bit more. Basically, you've got the Ross Barnett Reservoir and the Pearl River. That's going to be on the southeast side of the county over there. Then they've got this, you know, however they arbitrarily draw lines. You've got those on those corners. And then up here on the northwest side, you've got the Big Black River running through there. And that runs all the way over here and down into the Mississippi River. But let's stick over here. We're gonna stay here in Madison County. Obviously, we're on the north side of the metro here. You've got Jackson right there, Clinton, Flowood. So just for reference, this over here on this area, that's Hinds County. This over here on this area, that is Rankin County, just in case you haven't seen those before. But here we are in Madison. Now, as far as the metro, you can see the metro here, kind of like this contiguous area of city here in this gray region on Google Maps. And so you can see Madison, Ridgeland kind of connected there. Canton, not so much connected as part of the metro area, but we're going to talk about it a little bit too here. But we're going to start down here in Ridgeland. So I actually have a subdivision map of Ridgeland. Ridgeland has one of the better maps that you can go get here. So you can see that's just right down there. If we go back, and I'll show you here just to exactly where we are. Ridgeland there, you can kind of see that outline. And what I've noticed, and we're going to get to this too, the maps that you get on Google are not exactly, Ridgeland's a little closer than some of the other ones. Maps you see on Google are not exactly right anymore. Some of them are outdated. It's been pointed out to me. But anyway, here we are. This one is pretty close. So right here, this green that you've got running through there, that's the Natchez Trace. You've got the actual parkway that you can drive on all the way from Natchez to Nashville, Tennessee. And right here in this area of Ridgeland, you've got tons of trails. You've got the multi-use trail that's going to run all the way from the Overlook, which is over here, and then down, kind of dead ends out this way. And I have ridden my bike on that, believe it or not. It is a good little ride. It's about 10 miles each way. So if you want to get out there and do that, you can. It's a great place to go ride. But getting down in here into like the actual city of Ridgeland though, this if I can talk, southernmost border of Ridgeland is County Line Road. That's where you also got the North Park Mall down there, and a lot of commercial things along that, especially as you get closer to the interstate. That's gonna be I-55 that you see running through there. But you've got, that, you've got Walmart over there, you've got a lot of other businesses. And just north of that, you've got neighborhoods here. Most of these are going to be fairly affordable neighborhoods. They are a little bit older, some of them, but you can still find houses in there, I believe, under 200,000 or around 200 in a lot of those places there. Over here, you've got a few other things. There's some newer developments in here too that aren't showing up on this map. But, you know, 200, 300, 400,000. You've also got the Village Charmont, which is a 55 plus community. So I don't want to get into too much of all the neighborhoods, but just know you've got kind of more affordable things over here. You've stepped up a little bit in price point here to Wendover, a little bit bigger homes. You've also got some things over here, some bigger, nicer homes on the water if you want to be over there. But just know that you're also in the Pearl River Valley water supply district if you're right here on the water, which does come with additional fee, and you're usually on leasehold. So something to be aware of. And then you've got some other neighborhoods here. These, again, fairly affordable. A lot of the stuff on the east side of I-55 is going to be the more affordable side of Ridgeland, with the exception of a few developments and the stuff that is on the water, of course. Over on the west side of I-55, that's where you've got a lot of the shopping. You've got the Renaissance, which is right here. And this is Highland Colony Parkway with tons of development. They're building so much stuff over here. Right here is where we've got the new Costco. It's the only Costco in the area. It's the only Costco that, well, I won't say the only anymore, but it was the first Costco I've ever been to. Never been to a Costco before they opened that one here, believe it or not. So if you're used to Costco, that probably sounds weird. But March of last year, they opened that one up, and now they're building all kinds of new things there. They're building a Walk-Ons, which is if you're not familiar with that, it's like a Louisiana sports bar kind of chain. I've never been there, so if you want to describe that in more detail, what they got, give your opinion, definitely do that in the comments. But you got that over there, and then you got a lot of these subdivisions over here, which are going to have bigger homes, nicer homes, bigger lots. Bridgewater, really nice over there with the lots and the amenities. You know, so it's you're getting into higher value properties is what I'm getting at over here. The more on the west side of Ridgeland that you go. And these are nice, like Bridgewater over here. It's really nice because you've got a lot of things in the neighborhood, and then you're also connected to the trails of the Natchez Trace. And as you can see, a lot of these neighborhoods are right along that as well. So if you can be in one of those, if you like to get out and walk, bike, whatever you want to do on a trail, you can do that there. And there are also trails that run along these roads here, and those will connect. So I've always said, in my opinion, Ridgeland is probably the most bike-friendly community, just because they've got so many trails that you can get on. You don't have to so much ride along roadways without a bike lane, things like that. Now you can, obviously, not everywhere is going to have the bike lanes, but you've got those trails there in Ridgeland, which is nice. Over here on the Highway 51 corridor, if I can get my numbers straight, you've got a lot of smaller businesses, local things over there, restaurants that are good. Old Town is a nice little area there. Some older houses in Old Town. So it's just, you know, it's a neat place. You know, it's not, you know, I don't want to say cookie cutter like some of these places. There's some character homes there, and then some great little restaurants and stuff there. So all those kind of put together to make that. And there's basically what I'm telling you. All the areas in Ridgeland are pretty nice because you've got amenities and things to kind of go along with them that make them kind of each unique in their own. So I like Ridgeland, the whole city, anywhere in there. You know, it's going to have a lot for you. A lot of shopping. You've got all the shopping down there. You've got all the amenities. Ridgeland is got a lot going for it. So let's go on now. Let's jump to the little bit north of Ridgeland. We're going to Madison. This is the one where I had this pointed out to me on a recent video. Let's not do the Madison County. Let's look at just the city. Can we look at just the city of Madison? Come on, Google. There we go. Okay. So as you can see here, this is the map that Google will give you, but it is outdated. They have added some to this, and that's what got pointed out to me recently. I didn't realize that. So anyway, we're always learning. So now we know. That's where it is. It's just, I mean, it's literally bordering Ridgeland on the north side. You've got a little bit that's touching the trace and the reservoir there. I'll get this map pulled up. There we go. So you can see that there. But this whole section here, Ward 6, was added a little more recently. This map was adopted in 2012. So I don't know if it's been that long, but I guess it at least has been that long. So up here, let's actually start here down on so you got Ridgeland there. Over here you've got, you know, really a lot of the homes in this part of Madison are going to be, you know, fairly good sized homes. There's some smaller, older homes kind of here in the central area of Madison. And I'm really generalizing this because there's a lot of things mixed in and out of different areas of Madison. Over here on the east side, you've got North Bay, which is the only neighborhood in the city limits of Madison where you've got access to the reservoir. They've got a marina there for you to keep a boat. You've got some other little lakes along here, but they don't actually connect. That's the only one that connects. You can take a boat out of the water. So that's nice. And you also see this little development right here. This is Lost Rabbit. And Lost Rabbit is not within the city limits of Madison unless it's been added recently and I wasn't aware. So it's not, pretty sure it's not. But you're in Madison County, you're right there by Madison. If you know that I'm wrong, you can just tell me in the comments. But that's the information I have, so that's what's going on. Anyway, you've got a lot of those things there. You've also got the Madison Airport right here. I do hear complaints. Sometimes people complain about the small planes there because it's mostly a general aviation airport. Personally, I really like general aviation. I love seeing the planes flying around, so it wouldn't bother me at all. Just something to be aware of if you don't want those planes, because you know they've got to come in fairly low, especially on the north and south side of the runway. So just know that before you buy a home right around that area. But then as we move on up here, you've got the bigger commercialized shopping area right here along Grandview Boulevard. That's where you're going to find your Sam's Club, your big movie theater there at the Malco. You've got the Walmart, a lot of restaurants, a lot of things around that little parkway right there on Grandview. And then and also along Main Street right here. You still have the 51 corridor as well, which is continuing up from Ridgeland. So again, more of your small businesses, but you've got some fast food places there, Kroger and things like that. Another Kroger over here on the other side of I-55, and then you've got the continuation of Highland Colony there. You've got Cypress Lake, which is a neighborhood. It's really pretty neighborhood. They've got like a waterfall out there and a big lake. So that's a neat one too if that's something that you're looking for. And then on up here into Ward 6, that's where you're getting out into the golf courses. You've actually got 3 golf courses in Ward 6, and you've got another one just outside of it. But we're doing another video soon where you're going to see this. You've got Annandale, Whisper Lake, and Reunion all right there, golf courses. And of course, Reunion is, we did another video recently. We're going to be doing more. It's a big, what you would normally call a master plan community. I don't typically hear it referred to as that here, but that's what it is. You've got lots of things there. You've got the equestrian center, you've got the trails, you've got the whole country club, the tennis, the pools, beaches, and of course the lake. So I mean, lots going on in there in Reunion, but all that's there in Ward 6, and it is a part of the city of Madison. You're not in the county yet. Now, just to the north here of the city of Madison, you see that's Gluckstadt Road. Gluckstadt is an area that is working on incorporation, and they have not done it yet, but it's generally in that area to the north of Madison, right there north of the city, and close to I-55 right in here. But let me go back to the Google Maps because I got a little bit more I want to show you. And let's zoom back out over here. Google is not cooperating for this video, y'all. So here we go. All right. So you got Madison down there, and then up here you got the Gluckstadt area. Google does kind of give you a pretty good depiction of the Gluckstadt area. There, kind of you can see it a little bit. That's the Reunion Annandale area over here. And so you're out in the county here. You're not in city limits. You're not incorporated there. Then you've also got this area over here that shows up on the map as Meltonville. Now, I haven't heard anybody here locally refer to this area as Meltonville. That's where it shows up on Google Maps. So out here you've got a lot of new construction neighborhoods. They're building a ton out here, over here off Yandell Road in this way. You got another golf course right here. That's Deerfield. And just, you know, these neighborhoods here, like you see Yandell Farm, Sheffield, a lot of those out there are new construction neighborhoods there. And they're generally some of the more affordable new construction neighborhoods that you're gonna find really anywhere, almost in the metro, but definitely in Madison County. And it's a convenient location too, because you're close to Gluckstadt where you've got tons of new development. You're not very far from Madison either. You're not far from Canton and the Nissan plant or the Madison County mega site, which we'll get to in a second. I do want to mention Lake Caroline, which is another golf course. I should have started out, I think I did. I said golf courses. Madison County I'm pretty sure it has the most golf courses of any county. No, I'll go ahead and say it's got the most golf courses of any county here, because you've also got the links. If you want to stay in an apartment on a golf course, you can do that there too. So definitely tons of those, and even the Country Club of Canton. So you want to golf, Madison County is probably where you want to go. Lake Caroline's really pretty though. There's a lot of waterfront properties out there and the golf course. And there's a lot of sections of kind of subsections of Lake Caroline that maybe aren't on the water, or maybe aren't on the bigger Lake Caroline, but on other lakes over here. So, this is a fairly new, not all of it is new construction. There is definitely new construction going on there. It's definitely going to be at a little bit higher price point, 400, 500,000 or so. But you can get it there, and being that it's all a new development, that does make it pretty nice and usually amenity rich, so you may like it up there. Anyway, moving on up here, we got one more city, at least one more bigger city to talk about, and that is Canton. And I do have the map of Canton here for you. You can see they've got this little section here that's kind of close to Gluckstadt, but then like the rest of the city of Canton is up here. Now, Canton, if you're out here in a lot of Madison County, you will have a Canton address. So this over here that we're on Yandell Road, where I mentioned the Deerfield Golf Course, the house, the new construction off Yandell Road, a lot of that you're going to have a Canton address, but you see you're not in the city limits of Canton. You're actually in Madison. I think some of these over here, Lake Caroline, will also have a Canton address. Not all, but some. And it's just, honestly, I don't know where that line runs. Where do you have a Canton address versus a Madison address? But it's somewhere along this line right here. If you're in Gluckstadt, generally you've got a Madison address there. But there you go. That's where Canton is. Canton is a really, and I'll show you a video. You can see you've got like the nice historic downtown square there with the old courthouse. So a lot of historical stuff in Canton there. And Canton is right next to the Madison County mega site. We talked about in another video. That's where you've got Amazon building their new facility. I saw a trucking company building a new facility there as well. So lots of new jobs coming there. And then you've also got, as you can see on their map here, Nissan North America. So Nissan's right there, Madison County mega site's right there. There's a lot of industrial stuff along this area in between those two. So this has a lot of future potential to bring a lot of jobs. And as a matter of fact, just recently they've been talking about this, that Amazon is hiring. So and Amazon pays pretty good. I believe I've heard that they pay at least $15 an hour for pretty much every position. So you can see that one says 21, 1790. So a lot of good jobs there. I think they're supposed to hire 1,000 people at the new Amazon facility there, and I think they're supposed to be up and running this fall. So if you're looking for a job, and I just want to throw this out there too, we may have to make a whole nother video about this. The whole area here is needing people to work. A lot. You go everywhere you see help wanted signs, you see lots of job postings. So if you're looking for a job, you definitely can find one here. Now, if the exact job you want, I don't know what you're looking for, but there are jobs available here for sure. So that's not something you have to worry too much about. Okay, so that's gonna pretty much wrap up the major cities. I do want to give a little shout out before we get done to Flora. Flora's over here kind of off to itself in that corner of Madison County, but it's worth the drive out here. It's really pretty out there. You've got some nice hilly areas going through the country. But once you get over to Flora, you got a cute little town. You got the Mississippi Petrified Forest over there, which I would definitely recommend checking out. It's just kind of a neat thing if you got some time. Want to get outside and see something a little different, you can go see the Petrified Forest. And then anytime I'm in Flora, I know I've said this before, I'm usually going to hit up the Blue Rooster. I might go to Dave's Triple B, which used to be downtown Jackson, and they moved it over here into the old Blue Rooster building. That's where it is over there. So when you pull up the Blue Rooster here, that's not the building it's in anymore. That building is Dave's Triple B. The location's right on the map here. And if I've got some clients right now, if y'all are watching this you should leave a comment and tell people I'm telling the truth. The burgers there are delicious. They're really good. It's worth the drive just to go get the burger. So I really like Flora. Really cute little town there. If you want to get out, you don't want the big hustle and bustle of the big city, but you don't want to be too far away, Flora could be an option for you. So there you go. That's the general layout of Madison County, where the cities are. Of course, you've got a lot of area out here kind of diagonally here where you've got you know, little communities and things, but that's the concentrations. So now let me give you some information about Madison County that you may want to know, and that's one thing people ask all the time about property taxes. The average effective tax rate. Now this isn't exactly how they calculate taxes here, but the average effective rate, what's it really going to amount to? It's about 0.73% annually on property. So 250,000 would be about 1825. That could go up or down. You know, are you in city limits? Are you in the county? Are you in special areas like that? The PRV, the Pearl River Valley area, where you're going to have to pay a leasehold fee. There's also 16th section land in Madison County, which is important to point out, and I'll just show you exactly, for example, here where some is. Let's go on down here. So right here, and you can see this on the map, you can kind of see a square here. You see that line there? That is the 16th section. If you don't know exactly what that means, we'll have to make a whole other video to explain that to you. But just know it's this square right here. So anything in there is going to have to be leased from the school district. Is what it amounts to. So it's just like the Pearl River Valley. You lease the land, but you own the house. So the biggest neighborhood that's impacted by this is Livingston, which is a beautiful neighborhood. It's out here in that, you know, country, hilly area. You've got the lakes, big lots, nice homes, but you are in the Pearl River, not Pearl River Valley, you're in 16th section land there. Now, I have had people, and I totally understand it, and you know, maybe you don't want to buy that there because you don't own the land. But if the school ever want to take that from you, they have to buy it from you for market value. And these are $900,000, $1 million homes. So I don't know if the school is ready to jump and buy all of this land when they've got all the rest of this land over here that they could use before they get to that. I think we're a long, long way from it. But it is technically a legal possibility that they could do that. So that's your 16th section there. Just one example. I just wanted to point that out though. But generally though, your taxes here are pretty low in Madison County. Next thing I have to mention to you is Yazoo clay. So if you've talked to many people at all, somebody's told you need to watch out for foundation issues. And the reason for that is the Yazoo clay. It's this, what's identified here is Jackson group. Running from right there in Yazoo County, Madison County, Rankin, and on down to the southeast. That's where you're going to see the higher concentrations of that Yazoo clay, which is an expansive soil. It gets wet, expands, and it dries up, it shrinks up. And it can cause a lot of damage on foundations if the dirt work isn't done properly. And newer construction seems like they've got a better handle on it for the most part, not always. But if they come in and do the right dirt work, they can pretty much prevent, for the most part, the issues you would usually have with that. You definitely want to watch some of the older homes, because as you can see, it is all through that major populated area of Madison, where you've got Ridgeland and the city of Madison right there. All of that is in the area where you've got the Yazoo clay. So it's just something to be aware of there. You want to watch for that. It's definitely is not something that you're going to see on every single house or every single piece of land. But it's something that you want to make sure that you don't have, and that you know, if you're buying a house, make sure that if you think you might have some foundation issues, you want to get looked at. We always, of course, recommend a home inspection, and the home inspector will in turn recommend a structural engineer inspection if they kind of suspect that might be going on. So something to be aware of there. It's in Rankin County too. It's in Jackson too. It's just one of those things in the area. You just got to make sure, really it just comes down to is the dirt work done properly when those houses are built. And it's an area where they can try to save some money on it. That's not what you want. You want to make sure that's done right. So that's really important. I wanted to make sure that you're aware of that. Now the last thing that I want to talk about before we get done here is the school districts here. And as you can see, the Madison County School District over here on niche.com is rated the second best in the Jackson area. It's rated an A overall, and that's going to cover most of the southern portion of Madison County there. So you can see the schools that are in that. Down here, as far as high schools, you've got Ridgeland, Germantown, and Madison High School there, the bigger ones in the Madison School District. And you can see here it's covering a pretty good area there. That's Madison County schools. You can see here from the map, Canton does have its own separate school district, and it's one thing that people are kind of aware of, especially here in like the Lake Caroline area or some of these areas out here. If you're somebody that's would prefer to be in the Madison County School District, or if you're somebody who prefer to be in Canton, either way, you want to know where that line is running through here. And I'll show you too, just we can pull it up, Canton Public School District there. You see online, if you look on a lot of sites, you're going to see it doesn't get rated as well, as highly as the actual Madison County School District does. So it's just something you want to be aware of. I try to always say that don't base your entire decision on ratings on a website. You definitely want to talk to them, but you are going to see higher ratings on the Madison County side versus what you'll get in Canton. And it's kind of ambiguous where these different lines are. You know, where do you have a Canton address? Where are you in Canton School District? So this is where we can really help you out if you are looking for a home and you just kind of decide where you want to be. We can make sure that you get in the one that you want to be in. You definitely don't want to buy, I think you're going to be in one school district, or maybe you've got kids that have been in one school district and you move and you think you're staying and now they're in a different school district. So you want to avoid those issues, and that's something we can definitely help you with. All right, y'all, do you know more about Madison County than you did before you started watching this video? If you do, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm, helps us get this information to more and more people. We really appreciate it. If you got other questions that we did not answer, or if you got questions about other areas, make sure that you leave us a comment, because if you don't ask, we don't know. And if you got questions that maybe you want us to answer to you personally, directly, about your potential upcoming move to the area, don't be afraid. Look, we've got people doing it all the time. We can't wait. You're not taking my time. You're not inconveniencing us. You're not inconveniencing us at all. We're here, ready to help you out. So give us a call, text us, email us, DM us, or even bring out your megaphone. You already know, it don't matter how you get in touch with us, just as long as you do, because we got your back over here in the Jackson metro area. Thank y'all for watching this one.